Yes, come on, work for me. There we go. Good afternoon, everybody. You are listening to WPRN DB. We are the Pirate Radio Network, and we're being broadcast live to the entire world right here from lovely, lovely, rainy Tampa, Florida, USA. Weatherman, I tell you what, the last couple of days has really, really sucked. My bike was down for over a month, and I finally get it back together. And it's rained for 3 days since, and that really sucks. But it is Wednesday here at the Radio Bar and Grill, as it is everywhere else on this side of the dateline, which means it's Artist Hour. This week, our local artist is going to be Miss Julie Gribble, Nashville recording artist. Actually, she's been on national TV. She's going to be calling in 4 o'clock. But as always, from 3 to 4, we do a national artist. And I was going to do Motley Crue last week, and I had a request, and I do requests. All you have to do is give me a shout, 813-915-1555, or go to Radio Bar and Grill, no ampersand, spell out the word, radiobarandgrill.com. But I had a request last week for some Doobie Brothers, so I did. So I saved the crew for this week. So why don't we get it all kicked off with a little Kickstart My Heart.
hate you. Now, many, many lifetimes later, lay destroyed, beaten down, only the corpses of rebels, ashes of dreams and blood-stained streets. It has been written that those who have the youth have the future. So come now, children of the beast, be strong and shout at the devil.
Yes. Now, when was the last time you had heard the full intro to that song on broadcast radio? Only here at the Party Pirate do we do things like that. Because we always know what's best. At least we pretend. All you got to do, if you want to hear something from Motley Crue, is give me a shout, 813-915-1555. It's a direct line in here to the booth. Or go to radiobarandgrill.com. You can chit-chat with me that way. Or my favorite way, because coldest beer in town here at 2806 East Bush Boulevard. Come up, put your ass in our seats. Got lovely Shelly behind the bar today, ready to serve them to you or throw them at you, depending on your attitude. And I'm always nice to her because I'd rather drink it and wear it. It is an hour's worth of Motley Crue. And then we got Miss Julie Gribble who'll be calling in at 4 o'clock. And we're going to get our country going with Julie. She is out of Nashville. And we've got to love it. We're going to do some more Motley Crue, and then I got some things I want to tell you about. And if you want to know what happens when you imagine that there are gorillas in your house, I'll let you know. Stand by. We got some live wire coming to you, Party Pirate 102.1 FM.
free, a little bit better than it used to be. 'Cause I'm alive. I'm alive. 'Cause I'm alive. I'm alive. 'Cause I'm alive. I'm alive. 'Cause I'm alive. Free, a little bit better than it used to be. 'Cause I'm alive. I'm alive. 'Cause I'm alive. I'm alive. 'Cause I'm alive. I'm alive. 'Cause I'm alive.
There's nothing wrong with girls. Motley Crue liked them so much they said it 3 times in a row. Guys, it is hump day. Ever since that freaking commercial came out, everybody calls it hump day. Yeah, everybody wants it. What day is it? What day is it? It is Wednesday. And here at the Radio Bar and Grill, we have $5 pitchers. Any flavor, any draft flavor that we got up on the wall, you can have for $5 a pitcher right here at the Radio Bar and Grill. And, of course, we always have our fantastic Philly cheesesteaks, Angus burgers, Nathan's hot dogs. They keep telling me to say weenie. I'm sorry, I'm not talking about Nathan's weenie. It's a hot dog. All right? But come on up and see us. We got the grub going. We got the good beer going. And it is ice cold, guys. Trust me, trust me, trust me. And always remember, we do have T-shirts for sale. Radio Bar and Grill T-shirts. 1 T-shirt for $20, or you can get 2 for a low cost of $30. No shipping involved. So come on down and see us. Now, I got to tell you this. Up in Decatur, Tennessee, I don't know if I want to be a 911 operator up in Decatur, Tennessee, because this guy calls 911 and tells them that he has gorillas gallivanting, his exact words, around his house. I have gorillas gallivanting around my house. Well, then he puts the phone down. He quits talking and puts the phone down, and they hear gun blasts. So, of course, the police respond, and they find this guy sitting in his recliner with a 12-gauge shotgun in his hand. And you can see on the walls where he's been shooting at imaginary gorillas that were gallivanting through his house. I don't know what the dude was on. They didn't arrest him. They took him to the mental health ward. Probably Baker acted his ass. But he thought he had a little bit of the wild side going on in his living room.
Can you see that? That's streetwise religion.
We built this station dick by dick by...
No, Kevin, that's brick.
Oh, yeah, right. The Party Pirate.
You know I'm a dreamer, but my heart's of gold. I had to run away high, so I wouldn't come home low. Just when things went right, it doesn't mean they were always wrong. Just take this song, and you'll never be left all alone. Take me to your heart, fill me in your bones. Just one more night, and I'm coming on this long and winding road. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Home, sweet home.
Oh, yes. Public Enemy #1, Motley Crue Artist Hour. An hour's worth of Motley Crue from 3 to 4 o'clock, and then coming about 20 minutes away at the top of the hour, Miss Julie Gribble, local artist. She is actually up in Nashville. Well, she's probably in town, but she has been living up in Nashville, trying to get her music career up and running. And we will be chit-chatting with her and checking out some music. You know, I love doing these artist hours, these local artist hours, because I meet such great people. But I think Dina Mead's trying to get me into trouble. Because not only can this young lady sing, guys, you got to check out www.juliegribble.com. Spells just like it sounds. This girl is gorgeous, let me tell you. So I think Dina is trying to get me in trouble with my lovely wife. Now, normally you would say somebody thinks something happens in a trailer park, it's in the South, right? No, not so much. A woman in Utah, in the trailer park, in Utah, it's all about the trailer park, convinced her husband, who was a felon, to take a gun and go shoot their neighbor because he telepathically raped her on more than one occasion. Now, I'm speaking for all men here. We can't really be that freaking stupid, are we? Honey, now, I mean, if I'm walking through a crowd and my wife turns to me and says, that guy just grabbed my backside, yeah, I'm gonna go flatten his ass. I mean, don't get me wrong. But, you know, I've heard of mentally undressing somebody or undressing somebody with your eyes, but to telepathically rape somebody, that's pretty damn good. Well, they did hit her husband. She went and bought the gun, gave it to her husband. Her husband went over, and as he headed out the door towards the neighbor, she says, yeah, go for it. He's telepathically raped me. And he did shoot the dude. This guy was out working in his yard, and he gets shot. He's all right. He's going to be all right. But needless to say, they're both in jail. She will be charged, or she has been charged, and she will go to court next month. But to telepathically rape somebody, you gotta have looks that kill, man. What the hell?
Give you
All right, so this bear walks into a bar. No, I'm not telling you a joke. I'm telling you the truth. Up in Juneau, Alaska, bartender standing behind his bar, and black bear just happened to stroll right into the bar. Kind of looked around, and the bartender went, shoo, shoo. The bear turned around and walked back out, didn't even get carded. I think the bartender just wanted him to go away.
can't learn to tell the truth until you learn to lie. Can't breathe until you choke. You gotta laugh when you're the joke. There's nothing like a funeral to make you feel alive. Just open your eyes. Just open your eyes and see that life is beautiful. Will you swear on your life that no one will cry at my funeral? I know some things that you don't. I've done things that you won't. There's nothing like a trail of blood to find your way back home. I was waiting for my hearse. What came next was so much worse. It took a funeral to make me feel alive. Just open your eyes. Just open your eyes and see that life is beautiful. Will you swear on your life that no one will cry at my funeral? Alive. Just open your eyes. Just open your eyes and see that life is beautiful. Will you swear on your life that no one will cry at my funeral? Just open your eyes. Just open your eyes and see that life is beautiful. Will you swear on your life that no one will cry at my
All right, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. That's not Motley Crue. No, it's not. At 6 a.m. As in Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue. See, it all ties in. All right, I got one more for you. And then we're going to be doing some local artist hour with Julie Gribble, starting at 4 o'clock. But before I do that, I'm going to do something that I don't normally do during Artist Hour. I'm going to play a single song because I was requested, and I'm just a sweetheart of a guy. Here's a little bit of a 5-man electric band smoking in the boys' room, Motley Crue style.
You ever seen it happen those days when everyone's on your case from your teacher all the way down to your best girlfriend? Well, you know, I used to have just about all the time, but I found a way to get out of it. Let me tell you about. I'm sitting in a classroom thinking it's a drag. Listening to the teacher rap just in my bag. By the 2 bells ring, you know it's my cue. I'm gonna meet the boys on floor number 2.
yes, that's going to do it for Motley Crue. I'll be back in just about 3 minutes with Miss Julie Gribble. But by request, kind of a transfer here. We got a little Colt Ford, hip-hop and a honky-tonk, going out by request. Gotta love it. I love being a human jukebox.
Town. I had some George Strait cranking with the windows down till this Escalade thumping bass drowned him out. He was rattling his rims and shaking the ground. I put my foot on the gas, I didn't have to go far. I found this funky little steel and fiddle redneck bar. The band was in the middle of your cheating hard. I bought a bag of tater chips and a PBR. Settled down on the stool, planning on staying. But when they took a break, the DJ started playing.
Hip-hop in a honky-tonk. Wait a minute, hold the phone, something's wrong. I came in here to hear a country song. Hip-hop in a honky-tonk.
Now what do you think old Hank would say? It'd kill him if he still was alive today. I bet Bunny that he's rolling over in his grave, 'cause Hank sure as hell didn't do it that way.
Hip-hop in a honky-tonk. I'll give you $20 if you turn that shit off. If you ask me, it ought to be outlawed. Hip-hop in a honky-tonk.
When all of a sudden every girl in the club got on the floor, started shaking the bud. It was packed, they were stacked from the front to the back. This cowboy never seen nothing like that.
Hip-hop in a honky-tonk. They were dancing like strippers, but they kept their clothes on. I'm starting to think that I might be wrong about hip-hop in a honky-tonk. When they move like that, I watch them all night long. Hip-hop in a honky-tonk. I gotta admit I'm having second thoughts about hip-hop in a honky-tonk. I came in here to hear a country song, but I'm digging hip-hop in a honky-tonk.
Oh, yes, a little Colt Ford going out by request, kind of like a transition between Motley Crue and my guest who is on the phone with us, Miss Julie Gribble. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good. Now, are you in the Bay Area right now?
No, I'm not. I'm up in Nashville. I got to be in Atlanta this weekend, and then Columbus on Saturday. So
Yeah, but
I don't know where I live anymore.
you were from the Bay Area, right?
I'm sorry?
You were from the Bay Area? Or you
No,
are?
I spent a lot of time there, though.
Oh, okay. Well, I know you and Dina are together. She turned me on to you, and I was checking you out last night, and I'm not a big country fan, but I like country music. My wife loves it, and I like your sound, and I like your music flat out, to tell you the truth.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's kind of hard. It's like, when I got to Nashville, it's like, I don't know. I never thought of myself as a country artist. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was just kind of funny because I love old school country music, and I love playing. But I feel like there's probably this new project more going to be listen or Americana, just because it's so hard as an artist to be pigeonholed in one genre, especially in this kind of music, because it really can cut a demographic out, because there's a lot of people that just don't like country music. But a lot of the stuff I play, people who don't like country music still like it, because it's not, I don't know how to explain it. It's like I love playing blues, I love playing rock and roll, I love, so I try not to just write one niche. I just kind of write what I feel, and whatever that ends up being, that's what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and there is a lot of country music that has crossed over to other, like you said, other genres. I mean, you can listen to an easy listening station and hear Taylor Swift any time of the day, or, you know, there's a lot of crossover between music going on nowadays. And you have Florida Georgia Line remixed one of their songs with a rap artist. Jason Aldean has sang with a rap artist. So there is a lot of crossover. And I don't know that modern day country is, it can be, I don't know, I don't want to say classified as country, but, you know, it's not strictly country music. There's a lot of crossover going on nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, I feel it's funny to me, too, because, I mean, I grew up in Atlanta, and it's like, Atlanta, we love Southern rock, and we love classic country, but we also love our Matchbox 20, and we like our crazy, awesome metal rock. You know what I mean? Like, Atlanta's such a mecca when I was growing up there of just awesome music, you know, and it wasn't just one genre of music that was like the, you know, big thing there. So I kind of grew up in the middle, just loving a little bit of everything, and I think that's why musically when I started writing, I didn't really have any thoughts in my mind of, oh, I'm going to be folk, or I'm going to be, I just kind of started writing, you know. It wasn't, I don't know how to really explain that. Like, I feel like Florida Georgia Line and Zach Brown, I mean, they're Southern rock. They're not country.
Oh, I agree. I agree.
That's just good rock and roll, you know? That's all it is.
And when you get Jason Aldean, it's got a lead guitarist with a mohawk. I mean,
right.
That's not the old Grand Ole Opry going on there.
Exactly. It's like there's one side of it, and I think everyone can argue about it. It's like, one side of it is awesome, the fact that music is collaborating now more than they used to, like genres, you know? That's great. But at the same time, it's like, call it what it is. I mean, if it's not country, it's not country, and that's okay. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why it's so like, oh, it's got to be country. I'm like, dude, that's pop. It's just pop music. That's all it is, you know?
Well, absolutely, and not to bring her back up, because this is about Julie Gribble, not Taylor Swift, but her song, Red. Mm-hmm. I've seen the video for it. That's not a country video.
No, she's not country at all anymore, which, you know, it's so funny because everybody, you know, gives her so much flack, but I'm like, dude, you gotta have respect for the girl because she's, like, super classy about everything she does, you know? She works her tail off, obviously. She tours nonstop. And as an artist, I mean, good for her, you know? She's young and just killing it. I'm like, rock and roll, girl, go on.
There you go.
I'm not a fan of her music, but it's more of a youth-generated music, really, you know?
Well, and as you were saying, as a songwriter and as an artist, you didn't want to lose a demographic and tie yourself down to a certain sound or anything else. And, you know, that's nowadays, that's where it's at. I mean, if you're not crossing over, you know, if you're not getting different people, the iHeart Music Festival, is a great example. They just had that last weekend, and there's all different genres there, and people are hanging out for all of it.
Exactly. It's awesome to me. Like, when I lived back in LA, I lived there for 8 years, and that's where I really started even playing the guitar and doing the songwriting thing. Was I used to, like, some of my first residencies was with this girl named Poet Ronnie Girl I met, and I went in one night. She did a spoken word thing over at the Belly Room at the Comedy Store, and she let me get off stage, and she always tells the story. She goes, all I knew is this little white girl with bare feet was getting up going to play with her guitar, and I was like, oh, God, here we go. And she goes, and then I fell in love with it, and then I started, like, playing guitar behind some of these hip-hop spoken word guys, and it just meshed so well. And then I ended up working with a hip-hop producer after that for a second, and we ended up getting this song license on The Ringer. And it was just so outside of what everyone was like, you can't do that. You're not that. And I'm like, why, dude? Music is music, man.
That's it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, and music is universal. And even though I'm not a rap fan, there are some songs out there that, that I do enjoy. Don't get me wrong. I do not close my eyes or ears to anything. At least I try not to. Short of Barry Manilow, that's my only rule.
Nice. I'm really not into rap at all. Like, I really love the old school hip hop R&B.
Sure.
We're talking like 80s stuff when they didn't have all the machines and stuff, and
Right.
you know, they were just rocking it, man. This stuff was awesome because it was all about words.
Yes, and a lot of people don't realize it, but Run DMC pretty much saved Aerosmith there for a bit. When they come back out with Walk This Way and did it their version, that brought Aerosmith back into the limelight, because Aerosmith was, with all their drama, they were on the way out. So, you know, music, like you said, music is universal. But in all actuality, it was a rap group that kind of brought Aerosmith back into the limelight.
Yeah, exactly. You know, look at Dido. You know, when Eminem did that song with her, I mean, made her huge. I mean, she just got gigantic after that. I can't remember the name of the song, but I mean, it was on his, like, breakout record.
Right.
And I mean, you know, there's this, like, white rapper dude that's totally changing the face of rap, because people are like, who's this white dude, you know? And my friend was in the production room when they were listening to him for the first time, and he goes, dude, this guy's got soul, man. Like, you can't deny, like, he's a white boy, but he's rocking it. You know what I mean? So I think he kind of changed the face of that, too, to say, you know what, you can't close your eyes to anything, man, because you never know what you're going to see.
Yeah, and, you know, to hear modern-day country as close to rock and as close to blues as it can get,
Yeah.
you know, I'm sure there's a lot of old school country, and like you said, you like old school country, and I don't have any problems with it. But there's a lot of people that do shut their ears and eyes, that like, you know, the Tammy Wynette's and the Dolly Partons and George Jones, you know, and that's great music. Don't get me wrong, but the new country, they're not into it, and that's a shame.
Well, they're more like, I think it's people who are into pop music are now saying, oh, I love country. And I'm like, okay, well, you still love pop music, but it's not really country. It's just got some country instrumentation on it. You know, and it's fine for a genre to evolve and all this stuff, but the only problem I do have of it is that some of these big, like, uber famous, and I mean, it just came out, were making fun of the old school country, being like, that's crap and blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, you'd never have a country genre if it wasn't for them.
Oh, yes, just like, you know, everybody, and I'm sure you know as an artist, everybody likes to say, oh, rock and roll. I don't care if it's death metal or if it's just, you know, pop rock. It's all blues.
Yeah, exactly. Everything came from blues. I mean, you know, it's just, you know, everything came from an acoustic guitar, basically, too. And you know, and people back in the old gospel days just singing a cappella. You know, it's all from a melody, and if you got a good melody, man, you're gonna get it out there. Because that's, people just want something that they can relate to, they can attach themselves to, and makes them feel something, whatever it is. Like, you know, I used to be into, like, Gravity Kills and KMFDM and all that stuff back in my college days. And I liked it because it was aggressive, and you just kind of got your, like, raw out, you know, and that's cool, man. If you want to cry, you go listen to ballads. If you want to, you know, just be silly and have fun, you listen to, like, Ben Harper, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It's just, like, there's something for everything, and that's the beauty of music. And that's why I have a hard time, I think, because no one can really niche me marketing-wise. I'm just, like, a girl with a guitar who loves to perform. Like, it's like, Nashville is a songwriter's town, right? Whereas LA is a performer's town.
Right.
And that's why I feel like sometimes maybe I don't fit in Nashville, because I write my own songs, but I'm a performer first and foremost. You know, and I'm not sitting here in Nashville trying to write songs for other people. That's not my goal. Because these songs are my heart. It's like, I want to be the one singing them on stage and telling the stories about them. That's my life. And maybe it's keeping me from being a Sheryl Crow or whoever it is on stage, you know, making bukus of money. But at the same time, at the end of the day, I feel good about myself and I'm happy. And that's really your goal in life, is just to be happy and share with people on the road. I mean, that's my life. Like, I love being on the road. I love being able to share my stories with people, share a moment of joy or sadness or whatever it is, and hear their stories. I mean, that's brilliant. You know, like, that's art.
And I understand where you're coming from. You like you said, the songs you're writing are your life, and you want to see the reactions to what you're doing, to what hey, this happened to me. This I put this like this, and whether it's a good point, bad point, time in your life, to watch people live as you do the songs, I'm sure that's the gratification.
Exactly, man. And I mean, even especially with kids, like when I look out and I see little kids like at a festival dancing, and then they come up and they want your autograph and they're talking to you. I mean, it's just, that is the most brilliant, smiling thing. Like, that puts so much joy in my heart, Like, Dina and I met through music, you know what I mean? We didn't meet some random way. We met through music, and Dina and I became, good friends after that. And that's where the sharing begins, It's like, oh, okay, you liked my music. We started talking, and then we realized we had a lot in common, stuff like that.
Well, speaking of music and sharing, what do you say we share a little bit of your music with our listeners?
Well, all right. I can do that.
All right. Well, I've got Like You up here, and I've got a, pardon my French, buttload of songs here to play from. Why don't you give me something to start with?
Let's do Like You, because that's a brand new song. Now, that is just a random mix of it. It's not quite done yet. We're almost done with it, but I still like the mix that's on the website. So.
All right, guys, we're talking with Julie Gribble, local artist hour here at the Party Pirate 102.1. We're going to listen to a little bit of Like You.
Tell the truth without you getting bent up. Honey, I don't want to end up like you. You're a lying, lonely man, a walking one-night stand, selling all your smiles like they're true. Like you. Honey, I don't want to end up like you. Yeah, babe, it's a sad and screwed up tale, all about how I had to fight you tooth and nail. I don't want to be that girl, I'm just trying to tell the truth without you getting bent up. Honey, I don't want to end up like you. You're lost inside yourself, got love for no one else. You're standing on your own like you do. Like you. Honey, I don't want to end up like you. Honey, I don't want to end up like you. And all I can tell myself is I know I'll be okay, as long as I don't end up anything, anyone, anywhere close to you. Like you. You're a lying, lonely man, a walking one-night stand, selling all your smiles like they're true. Like you. You're lost inside yourself, got love for no one else, standing on your own like you do. Like you. Honey, I don't want to end up like you. Honey, I don't want to end up like
All right, there you go, guys. A little Julie Gribble, Like You. Now, Julie, you said this is a new song. What inspired this song in your mind to write it?
My ex.
There's a lot of that in music.
Great revenge song, you know what I mean? Like, always.
There's a lot of that in music nowadays, it seems.
That's right. You got to get it out, you know, and that's how I emote is I write, you know. I'm better. I always tell, like, people I'm in relations with, I'm like, I'm so much better at writing. So, like, if I have a problem or want to say something emotional, usually I'll just write it down. So it's just the way I am. I'm horrible at talking about, like, emotions sometimes. It's just, if I can write it out, we're good. I get it all eloquent and ready to go.
Well, now we were talking how you were out in L.A. for what you say, 8 years?
I was there for 8 years.
8 years. You know, I grew up in Northern California. I never really wanted to go to L.A. And now you're in Tennessee, and I'm in Tampa. When are you coming to Tampa?
Well, we are hoping, Gina and I were talking about that. I want to get back down there maybe in December, January-ish, like around that area. So if anyone's listening and you'd be down for having a singer-songwriter that can do about... See, I can rock it for 3 hours without playing a bunch of sad national ballads, which is what people always think when they hear, oh, girl with a guitar, great. I'm like, no. I play like old Southern rock and throw in my originals as well and mix it up, you know? So if you do want to book me, you can either talk to Dina Mead, who's in your area, or you can email me through my website, which is juliegribble.com or .net, whichever one. And, you know, email me directly. I do my booking myself. I have one guy that helps me in certain areas, but it's pretty much just me. And I'd love to get back down there. We've got a new project. It's almost done. It should be done at the end of October. I do not have a name for it yet, but I'm really excited about this, and Like You will be on that, as well as about 7 other songs that I'm really super excited about. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Well, I've got 5 other records that are online right now. You can go to iTunes or Amazon or CD Baby, or you can go to my website and I'll link you back to those. So it's real easy to find my music because my last name is funky.
Yeah, and guys, it spells just like it sounds. Julie, Julie, Gribble, Gribble. That's juliegribble.com or .net. And actually, you can go to Reverb Nation also, and you know, check her out. And we'll be playing some more music here in a few minutes.
Oh, also the Facebook. My Facebook fan page is just the initial J with my last name, Music. So it's J Gribble Music is the URL, and then it's the same for Twitter as well.
Oh, cool. I will go home this evening and check you out and friend you.
Nice. I like it.
So if you see an ugly-looking guy, it's probably going to be me.
You're like, it's me. Whatever. Nice.
Now, we were talking off air about some of the national television you have actually been on.
Yeah, a lot of my TV stuff. I'm about to film something here that's kind of a little secretive until I get it done, but it's like kind of more documentary style about people who move to Nashville, like artists, and, you know, whether they're, you know, feel like it was worth it for them, and, you know, the real story of going to Nashville. Because I think too many people really just kind of candy coat it, you know, so people just move here going, ah, la, 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 you know, with big stars in their eyes, but there's a lot more to it, and I think it's going to be really great. He's got about 12 artists that he's interviewing for it. Really telling the true story of moving here, you know, and their journey here. I think it's going to be really cool, and, you know, when that's ready to go up and live, I'll definitely have it on my website. Other than that, TV-wise, I've been really blessed and been on The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson 3 different times. And I got that just because I was waiting tables in Los Angeles and at a coffee shop, and he was one of my customers.
Oh, that works. Hey, it's called networking.
Exactly. It was great. I mean, that got me a lot of my TV shows are because of, you know, working at that coffee shop. And they were just really cool because they saw how hard I worked, and I would just give my CD to everybody and anybody I saw. It wasn't me being aggressive. It was just more like, hey, man, here's my music. I've been waiting on you for a year now, you know. If you like it, let me know what you like or what you don't like. And just kind of trying to get opinions. And I think a lot of it is just being honest and being genuine. And, I mean, I really actually very much love meeting people. Like, I love people. So that part, I hope, shines through in my music and my performance. And
Well,
my networking.
But
it's not.
doing what you do, being aggressive is not a bad thing, because if you sit back and you just rest on your laurels, you're never going to go anywhere. Being overbearing, that's one thing, but being aggressive about what you do and the fact that you love doing it, that's where you need to be. That's what gets you that next step.
Exactly. I mean, that's the thing is people they just laugh at me because they're like, how do you sleep? Because, like, I work at a bar in Nashville, which I won't say on the air, and then I do that about 3-4 times a week, and then I tour on the weekends, or sometimes I'll go on, like, a longer one. I just went on a 12-day tour. But, I do. I book them all myself. I spend hours online, and, maybe I don't have as much of a social life as I should at my age, but it's just, I want to play. Like, that's where my joy is, and I think with anyone, you have to find where your joy is. And if that's sitting at home and only writing and not touring, then that's what you need to do. But that's what makes me happy. So I pretty much just love being on the road. That's all I want to do. It's just tour.
All right. I have been asked to ask you a question online here. I've been asked about Hippie Hill.
Say it again.
Hippie Hill helping hungry kids.
That's my Richard. Yes, dude, they have an awesome organization. That's out of Tennessee, actually. It's probably about 40 minutes from my house. And what they do, I mean, there's so much more to it, but they really are. It's exactly what they say. It's helping younger kids, teenagers and a little bit older than that, find shelter and love and a place where they feel safe. And, when he books my tours, all the money that is in the booking, he goes directly back to helping the kids.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and that's where I really feel like I feel good about what I'm doing more than ever because of that. Because I'm like, okay, well, the money I'm making on the road and, all these other booking fees, they go straight to people, but this is going to kids, man. You know what I mean? And it's like, people just, I think that kids on the streets are just, bad seeds and all this. I'm like, no, 99.9% of the time, those kids have a really hard life. They've had a rough bout, and, I've had wonderful parents. I'm a really blessed girl. I didn't, and a lot of these kids did not have that. And so what they do over there is they give them that family unit, Someone cares. Someone's there to listen. Someone's there to, get them the basic essentials, which is food and water and a place to sleep, So.
All right, well,
I would definitely say go to the website, too, though, because there's so much more information. You can donate. I mean, even if it's $5, man, $5 is $5,
Well, why don't you do me a favor, give out that website so everybody can hear it, and that way they know where to go.
I want to make sure, because I'm not looking at my website. It's Hippie Hill, which is if you don't know how to spell it, I'm just kidding. It's HCCIEHILL, and then I think for that it's TN. So if you just go Hippie Hill in Tennessee, you'll find it as well. It's super easy to find.
All right, cool.
Love you, Richard. They miss me.
Well, why don't we play a song for Hippie Hill helping hungry children and Richard? Why don't you give me another song to play here, and we'll go there.
Okay, what you got on there?
Well, I got Hoping the Right One Wins, Chance to Start Again.
Got on there.
I'm sorry?
Say it again. Name me 2 more you got on there.
Okay, Heart Done Me Wrong, Good at Leaving, or Good at the Leaving.
Do Good at the Leaving. That one's a fun one.
Okay, guys, coming to you, Miss Julie Gribble, Local Artist Hour, right here at the Party Pirate 102.1. We'll be right back with some more interviews.
My dreams didn't do you justice this time, 'cause you're way better than what I had in mind. Strong arms to wrap right around me, even in this craziness. I wondered what it is it's always been the same. I leave too fast to take time to explain. Now once again I'm stuck here on my own, wondering what I'd do if I could just take you home. Good at believing, taking it way too slow, writing down love songs like it's something we know. We're good at believing it's all that we do, thinking it'll change, but honey, we both know that just ain't you. We're good at if I could take back every lie that you spoke, if I could take back every single heart I broke, would it be enough to help us change our ways? We're good at believing, taking it way too slow, and writing down love songs like it's something we know. Good at believing it's all that we do, thinking it'll change, but honey, we both know that just ain't you. We're good at believing. We're good at
Oh, yeah, good at the leaving. Miss Julie Gribble. Now, Julie, you said you're up in Nashville working at a bar sometimes, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, our buddy, Dina Mead, is also going to be working at a bar.
Uh-oh.
Yes,
Troublemaker.
because on the 28th of this month, which is this Saturday night, is Teresa Cottrell's birthday party. We're going to be doing a pirate-themed party here with a local band called Zigzag America. And so Teresa doesn't have to work on her birthday. Dina's going to be behind the bar.
Nice.
Yeah, it was sweet of her to do it, and we're all going to come up and give her a hard time. So you got to make sure you check in Saturday night if you're not out playing to radiobarandgrill.com and watch Dina sweating behind the bar.
Everybody has to give her a birthday spanking for me.
Well, that works.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now that I've said it, it's okay to do, right?
well, if we can get away with it, we can get away with it. Now, you know, I do this every Wednesday. I do a local artist hour every Wednesday. And, you know, sometimes it's kind of stretched thin, and I do a lot of talking. But you've got a lot of music up here. I mean, I could sit here and do an hour without ever saying a word to you and have music left over. How long have you been at this?
I started music about 11 years ago now. So that's when I actually just picked up a guitar and started trying to write. So I made my first record in 2002, I think, if I'm remembering right. Yeah, 2002. So.
Wow, 2002, that's 11 years. I mean, you picked up a guitar and made a record the first year?
Yeah, I was lucky, man. The first, one of my friends, it was like his first production project and my first record. And I was like, you want to make a record? He's like, yeah, let's do it. I was like, okay, cool. And then I got picked up by a label when I did that record and got out of that label. But I did my first tour within the first, like, year and a half of playing. I mean, I was a wreck. I was like, what do I do? So... I don't know, man. It just came really quick, but I mean, I've been performing all my life. You know, I've been doing theater and television and stuff like that my entire life. So it's nothing new in that sense to be on a stage. So, you know, I think that's always helped me because I'm very comfortable on a stage, and that doesn't bother me. You know.
Well, sitting here looking, and I've checked out a couple of these last night because I try to do my best to do my homework. I come across The Next Time. Now, I just went down and selected a few to listen to hear how you sounded and what we were listening to. Now, The Next Time I listened to last night, and I really kind of liked it, and I was kind of curious about this song.
The next time?
The Next Time.
You know, I wrote that song on, I was in Bodega Bay, and I had kind of...
Oh, that's my country. I was raised in that area.
So I'm like, you probably understand why I could write a song on that hill. Like, I was literally on a cliff, and I was dealing with some crazy stuff that had happened in the past year and a half of my life, and that song came out so quick. Like, I wrote it, and I was just, like, crying and trying to, I was being a girl, and just kind of letting some past healing happen while I was out there, and there's nothing like that water to do that for you, it's just, it was for my dad's birthday, we were out there, and I don't know, man, it came really quick, and I was just seriously not kidding. There was this little bird, and he was like the only one around, and he would sit there, and every day when I would come out and play, that bird would sit right in front of me and just listen until I stopped playing, and then he'd leave.
Oh, music soothes the savage beast.
I was writing that song, and I was like, I've got to finish this song. Like, you know what I mean? There's something about that song to me that's so special.
That's pretty good. I mean, like I said, music soothes the savage beast. That bird was digging you.
I mean, it was crazy, like, just the whole experience. I mean, that bird, and it was the same bird because he had a weird marking on his neck. And I was like, this is really odd.
All right, guys, we're going to check this out because I listened to this last night, and I really, really know you're going to enjoy this. This is Julie Gribble, local artist hour here at the Party Pirate. The Next Time.
He didn't know the difference, and I didn't know what to say. He didn't understand, it just can't be this way. Not this time, not this time. He wants to hold my hand only when it's in the dark. How do I tell him, Lord, I don't want this anymore? Not this way, not this way. So should I stay? Is that okay? Last thing I want to do is scare him away. Is this too much? I know it's been tough. I'm
Oh, yes. The Next Time by Miss Julie Gribble, who's on the phone with us here at the Party Pirate for Local Artist Hour. You and I were talking off air, Julie, about a couple of the songs, and we're talking about Paper Thin. Why don't you tell us, now you did not write this song, but why don't you tell us what happened with this song, what the story is?
Well, I was approached by someone out in Los Angeles to be a part of this project. It's called Beautiful. And what we did was I can't remember the number of women, but I think it was 9 of us. And they picked this song for me. And it's a gorgeous song. We all went in and recorded the song at the same place. And then they put out the CD, and we would go and tour around Los Angeles and surrounding areas and all perform our song, right? And all the proceeds would go back to a local battered women's shelter.
Oh, cool.
So it's but it would go straight to the women's shelter. You know, obviously they're hidden usually for a reason. But, you know, we never really knew where it was going, but I knew the lady who was running it, and I knew it was actually going to the shelters. But it was really cool, you know, because it's going to directly help these ladies, you know, that are trying to get back on their feet in a safe way, you know. So it was I don't know, it's such a great project to be involved with. I wish I was still out in LA to do it more, but, I mean, those ladies are awesome. Like, if you look on CD Baby or iTunes or whatever, you can find the CD, and all the proceeds still go back to the ladies to help, you know. So it's really cool. I'm a firm believer in helping the domestic violence shelters as well. Like, that's a big part of me to help.
Well, you know, we do a lot of charity events here at the Radio Bar and Grill, and one of the things I always say is we're not looking for one person to do everything. We're looking for everybody to do something.
Such a great way of putting it, man. I just wish more people would just get out there. And even if it's like you don't have money or whatever it is to do, it's like just get out there and like say something nice to somebody. You know what I mean? It starts with just that. Like, you know, you see someone looking upset, like go over and tell them they look good. You know, like people just, I feel like people focus on the negative so much in this world that they forget about just say something nice, like one thing. Number one, it's going to make you feel better because you've given something positive out in the world. It's also going to change someone's day, you know? Like, well, I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's why they call it paying it forward. I mean, you know, and you're absolutely right. It takes just one simple hand up, not a handout. You know, very little simple things make a difference.
Exactly. I'm glad to hear you guys are doing benefit shows. That's awesome.
Oh, yes. Now, the last benefit we had here was for ourselves after the incident, but, oh, yes, we have done Make-A-Wish Foundations. We have helped our children, our veterans, some local families here. Oh, yes. That's what, you know, even the boss man says it's all about the kids, the dogs, and the vets.
Amen to that, man. I'm a huge supporter of the kids. I mean, and the vets. It's like people just forget. It's like, dude, I don't care if you believe in the war, or you believe in, you know, armies or whatever. I don't care. Those guys are doing their job, and they have to. So you know what? You should support them because there's a reason they're out there, and you should feel a lot safer knowing that they're doing their job. So get over yourself and get out there and support them, you know?
Exactly.
Government sure is not. So.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, Julie. Let's go ahead and play a little Paper Thin for these lovely listeners of ours. Now, 100% of all the proceeds of this went back to a battered women's shelter in Los Angeles, and that's what we call paying it forward, guys, right here at the Party Pirate 102.1.
Wedding photo still sits shrined on the nightstand. When's the last time you reached out and took hold of my hand? The picture, just a memory of what might have been. As it is, say them at all. Our good nights are just words to bounce off the wall. And as we lay here in the silence, with the truth closing in, there's no denying our love is paper thin. Can it be that we no longer need the love we couldn't live without? So is it over? Is this it? Do we say our goodbyes? Sell the house, split the cars, and nobody cries. There's a line between the struggle and the urge to pack it in, and that line, like our love, is paper thin. And that line, like our love, is paper thin.
Oh yes, a little paper thin coming to you from Julie Gribble. I got your buddy Hippie Hill and Dina Mead. They're just blowing our chat up left and right. They're really digging the show, and I want to thank you so much first off for calling in and joining me, and for paying it forward like we were talking about.
Amen.
Now, one of the things is, and like I was just telling you while we were talking, doing a phone interview, and I love doing them. Don't get me wrong. I have to turn the music down. That's why I try to go online and listen. And that song, your voice on that song was awesome.
Thanks, man. You know what the funny thing is? I was so nervous I did in the studio because I had strep throat. And I was like, oh my God, there's no way I can sing this song. Like, I was so, and I think that it was actually probably better because the emotions came out, because I was just like, I was really upset because I was like, man, I got in this great studio and I'm going to stink, So it probably helped the song rather than hurt it. You know what I mean?
Well, trust me, you didn't stink. That is haunting, damn near.
Thanks, man. I might throw that one on this new record just so it can get out there more. It's such a great tune. And the songwriters are good guys, so.
Well, let me ask you, you are a singer-songwriter and you love singing your own music. Do you have any other songs that somebody else has written that just have touched you and that, you love singing?
I do. You know what? I have two, and I have one that's recorded on the last record, Chance to Start Again. I did a song called Can't Forget Enough of You. And this guy named Lang Martin Jr., who lives in Nashville, he wrote that song. And that song just broke my heart listening to it. It kind of reminded me like old school killer female country song, So I put that on my last record, and then the other song that I always sing at like gigs and stuff is that I love. It was the first time I ever learned how to play guitar was She Talks to Angels by Black Crowes. There's just certain songs, man, that just breaks your heart in a wonderful way,
Well, I've got Can't Forget Enough of You, but have you ever put the Black Crowes to a CD, or?
I might be recording that song for this next record.
Yeah,
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying I might. So, maybe.
Well, that works. I mean, cover music is something that is very difficult to do. You know, original, both sides of this fence. I mean, it's a double-edged sword. If you're doing original music, nobody knows who you are. They may not come through the door. If you're doing cover music and you get it wrong, everybody knows it.
Yeah, exactly. So true. Well, you know, the other thing, too, is people, like, I just never understood why, if you're playing cover music, why you're playing it the exact same way that they do it. It's like you've got to make it your own or else it's pointless, you know? Like, you've got to add some of whatever your style and your flair is to it to make it your own so that people go, oh, man, that's a killer version of that song, you know?
Well, I won't argue that, but there are certain songs out there that, you know, if you try to make it your own and you don't do it justice, it's going to turn around and bite you right on the backside.
Well, exactly. It's kind of like people cover Blackbird all the time. I'm like, don't change that song. There's no way to change it. You don't need to. It's brilliant on its own. You know, more importantly, what I do is I just vocally I don't ever change the melody. I don't ever change the parts, you know. But vocally, you can change it to make it your own. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes, definitely.
And that's the beautiful part.
Well, I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and play Can't Forget Enough of You, and we'll be right back with Julie, because our time is almost up here, so let's get a little bit more music out there, guys. Julie Gribble, I Can't Forget Enough of You. We'll be right back.
Can't remember what it was you said that night at John's that made me cry. And I've forgotten what you did the day you made me mad enough to say goodbye. Yes, my memory's kind of fuzzy till I think about the things we used to do. And I get misty 'cause the truth is I can't forget enough of you. I feel foolish 'cause I can't bring back the anger towards you that I used to feel. And it's not crystal clear here in my head why little things seem like such a big deal. Well, my recall really fails me till I run across a photograph or two. Then I choke up, 'cause in my heart I can't forget enough of you. I remember your kisses, your funny cards, sweet notes you wrote at night by candlelight out in our old backyard. My memory's kind of fuzzy till I think about the things we used to do. And I get misty 'cause the truth is I can't forget enough of you. And I get misty 'cause the truth is I can't forget enough of you.
Gribble music.
Oh, yes. All right, guys, we got one more coming up from Miss Julie Gribble, and we're going to be setting up some Facebook links and everything else here. Julie, I want to thank you so much for spending an hour with me and my fans, and I know they all have enjoyed it, as I have.
Thanks, man. Me too.
You know, and while they were listening to music and you and I were talking, you know, your voice is not the typical new age country, and you were saying that, you know, you don't want to be the next Taylor Swift. You want to be yourself. And I really, I love the sound of your voice and the fact that the way it comes over, it's sweet.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that very, very much. So I was saying on my break, you made my day. So, you know, I love doing radio stuff because you get to just kind of chat, you know, have fun.
Well, guys, I want you to remember, you can go to www.juliegribble.com. It spells just like it sounds. You can check her out there, or you can friend her and fan page at J Gribble Music on Facebook. And where else can they get you, Julie?
If you like that Twitter thing, you can go on there as well. It's the same thing, J Gribble Music. And if you have trouble finding me, just Google Julie Gribble. You'll find me.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. All right, we've got one more song coming at you, and I'm going to give you, Julie, a second here to tell us about this. This is Dolly's Words and Tammy's Tears.
My buddy Timothy Andrew Edwards, who's a great film composer out in Los Angeles, him and I were literally just screwing around one day. We were like, let's put all the country names we can in one song and just have fun. I was like, sweet, let's do it. So this is what came out of it. I love this song. It's just a fun, silly song about great songwriters.
All right, guys. Julie, once again, thank you so much. Guys, this is going to do it for me. I wish you blue skies and dry roads and no red lights. I'm Ozman. I'm out. Julie, thank you so much.
Thanks, y'all.
All right, Dolly's Words, Tammy's Tears, Rubberside Down.